Alright, so I don't really know if this is working because it said some error about video drivers, so hopefully it's working and hopefully the stream is live. We will see. I also messed with OBS settings again, and every time I mess with OBS settings, something goes wrong. Either my audio, and I hate this camera angle. 1 second here. So, every time I mess with OBS settings, stuff goes wrong. Just happens. So, here's an A1398 with intermittent video. This is an A203332 board. As always, with intermittent video on these, our fault is usually going to be with U8900. U8900 is the switching regulator for the GPU MOSFETs. What happens is the joints break on it. The joints break, it loses video, or vCore starts fluctuating a little bit. You lose video, and then, yeah, you get your issue. So we're going to take this board out really quickly. We are incredibly busy here, and yeah, I need to hire someone, and I need to make a video on that because I am going to go insane if I don't hire anyone. The main thing here is I need help with shipping. Shipping and customer service, because those are the two things I don't want to do. And then another person for reassembly and stuff eventually, probably sooner than later, but we will see. Just exhausting like this without... Oh, and someone broke the grommet off the board, so someone messed with this before, which means our GPU could be reflowed, which is not good. So let's see. Let's hope that's not the case, because someone broke the grommet right here for the fan. I'll show you guys in a second. That's never a good sign, because that means that it's been messed with. And usually on U8900s, when they mess with it, they think, video issue? Me reflow GPU. That's what happens almost every time. So hopefully that's not the case, but we will find out shortly. Yeah, this thing is off. Yeah, this has been messed with. I don't like this at all. Hopefully our GPU isn't reflowed. That would make me very sad if someone reflowed the GPU on U8900. But what can you do? Please bros are going to be please bros. Most likely it would have been somebody that the customer took it to before bringing it to this shop, and this grommet is also broken. That's not a good sign either. So both fan grommets are broken. Did they long screw the CPU? Does not look like it. Those are all the same. But yeah, another broken grommet. Never a good sign. Please don't have a reflowed GPU. That would make me sad. This is the wrong screw as well, so someone definitely had this board out. Let's see what we find. This connector is also trash because part of it came out when I took that out, so that was also no good. Poor MacBook. Someone hurt this MacBook. And the good news is U8900 wasn't touched and the GPU does not look reflowed. So let's go over to Microscope and we will have a look. Trinity's here, Rob is here, Joshua's here, Cam is here. Okay, so here's our board. Here is U8900, and let's see if we can see which joints are causing the issue. So, very commonly, we will see these. This one doesn't look too terrible. Actually, yes it does. So look right here. See those? That side looks okay. That side looks okay. This side, even this chip actually does not look too terrible, honestly. I see it a little bit, but not usually what we see. But there is definitely cracks in those, so this is most likely our issue. So I am going to go ahead and put some flux around that. Give it a nice little reflow. Or not reflow. Resolder it. Just like that. Let's grab, let's, how does the stream look, by the way? Because I messed with settings, so any feedback is appreciated on how the video quality looks. If it looks any different, any better, any worse. Do they sell battery replacements? Do you sell battery? If you want to send your MacBook here, we could change your battery. Clean this tip off. My solder reel just fell. Can see the edge of the microscope. I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about on the window, yes, I know, that's no big deal. I didn't even mess with that. Tim did not ignore Cam. You are now a banana. I have no idea what you mean. That sounds like a troll comment, honestly. That looks good. Let's clean up this flux. Tim, do you have any iPhones for data? No. Actually, yes, one. But I don't want to work on that one. Yes, you're right. That flux does have a different color because has a lot more rosin. It's an iPhone 5 cam, and TriStar's all screwed up, and it's right by the CPU. Has anyone experienced camera not connected on 2017 MacBook Pro? Check your inductor for 5 volts to the camera. That can blow sometimes. Then, are you sure your screen is good? Or your camera is good? Do you still use the 559? Not lately, no. What you guys see in the videos is what I do when I'm not streaming too, so. Alright, this looks good. Let's redo this guy's thermal paste. Something fell. Solder paste, I could care less. Tim, do you have a forum to post on? Yes, forum.tcrscircuit.repair. It's $25 a month. I'll link you. It's not answered by me as well. It's by people smarter than me. So. There you go. Let me dust this board off real quick, because this is pretty dusty. So I'm going to dust that off. Where? I have this little brush that I use to clean stuff with, but I can't find that. It always runs away from me. Here it is. Let's dust this board off. If you have money to spend on equipment, perhaps you could consider. But yeah, the thing is I do need to buy a new meter, but I don't really care too much about having it on the screen. I could, but it's not, you know. I tell people what it reads, and if people don't want to believe me, then they don't have to believe me. It's simple as that. Switch to overhead. I'm gonna replace this thermal paste, so I'm gonna set this aside. Yeah, when I'm showing important stuff, I do show the meter, but just one more thing that I have to set up, and yeah, I'll probably buy one, but I can't guarantee I'm gonna have that set up. It'll probably be set up months after I buy it, because that's how it works here. Thermal paste on this is probably going to be all dried and destroyed, as always. Yep, looks like original thermal paste. Need a paper towel. It's already 2 o'clock, wow. this thing frozen? Nope. The customer service counter is now like the test station. I always put stuff up there. It doesn't leave paper towel fibers behind. Not really. Oh, this keyboard, it falls all the time. Like it falls all the time. Vladimir's here. Alright, let's put this board back in the enclosure. Show you guys that it works. I'll run it on stress test a minute. Then I'm going to get out of here because I have... Wait, what am I doing? I'm just going to put the fan on, but no sense putting the fan on when the grommets are broken. Yeah, so whoever attempted to work on this before, look what they did. So here's our fan. Look at that. Destroyed. And also this connector, something fell out with it, the pins, but I think that's okay. I can't see. I think it was something lodged in there because that connector looks okay to me. I don't see anything missing. All the 4 gold pins are still in there, so I think that's okay. These 1398s are always a little annoying because this little flap by the battery. I don't like assembling these, but I'll still take these over a 1706, 7 or 8, 6708. I mean the 6, 7, or 8. The new ones are terrible to reassemble. Another tip is plug all your connectors in that you can before putting screws in it, because it always sucks when you put all the screws in it and then you realize you have a connector stuck under the board and then you have to take all the screws out again. That is really annoying. Let me fix this so people don't complain. Come on, why won't you go in there? Oh, I see why. So this little heatsink screw can be annoying sometimes if it's not lined up perfectly. So in that case, we're going to take out this screw. Just loosen it so we have a little bit of leeway. Like that. And then this other one fell down in here. Sorry I'm reassembling this one and not moving in initially on the other one. I mean, I'm sorry I'm reassembling this because I know it's boring, but I want to get this one done before I move on to the next one. Since it's just a U8900. And the trackpad cable is under the board. What did I say? Make sure don't put the screws in until you have all the cables. Alright, I'm going to have to take the screws out again. Of course, this always happens. Every time you're trying to do something quick, you always leave stuff under the board. Tim, any recent wishes for unplanned vacations or rest? You look a little bit tired. Yes, I am tired. Joe is here. Yeah, I better not lift up the board because I don't want to break anything. I've learned my lessons on trying to get stuff out when like connectors and stuff under the board out without taking the board out, because you always screw it up. Every single time you'll end up screwing something up, ripping a cable, damaging the board from flexing it. It just, yeah. It's not really worth that little amount of time that you're gonna save. So one more screw. We have a video tour of your workbench. Yes. Someday when I have more time, because I really don't have time to do anything, let alone make a supplementary video of that. But you pretty much see what you see on camera is what's there. There's the quick, the Hacko, my DC power supply, my oscilloscope, my multimeter, my microscope, and that's it. Then my monitor and the computer down here. So that's pretty much it. And then there's the fume extractor right here. But there's not too much to it. It wouldn't be overly spectacular to have a video of that. As far as the office tour, what you see is what's here. There's the doors right there. It goes. It's a small office, and behind this wall is another room I have, but you don't want to see what's in there because it's just a big mess. And yeah, that's all that exists in the other room is just a big mess. No one wants to see that. Tim needs a new phone for workbench tour. Yeah, my phone sucks. Alright. I am slow today. I am very tired. And I'll probably be closed tomorrow. No, I'll come in the morning. Just have to leave early. I think it's taking that MacBook right there is taking a long time to pass ASD. I mean, it's been going for like almost 2 hours, and it's on memory test 65. Oh, it's getting there. Just a little bit slow. Where'd I put the screws? That concerns me, because if I don't see where I put the screws, they're not in here. That probably means they're under something, or under the board, and that's concerning. Come on, this little screw. Alright, where's those other ones? Sometimes screws, there it is. Okay, they're all in here. Screws, they just disappear. Anyone that's a tech knows this. They just disappear out of nowhere. I mean, you could have all the screws accounted for, and then they're just gone. It's a mystery. Always has been and always will be. What fell? I felt something fall. I don't see anything, so who cares? It's invisible. How do you store your tools, screwdrivers? I don't have a power squid. I have a power squid, but it's still in the box. I don't use that thing. I don't work on iPhones. But yeah, it's just right here. But all like the screwdrivers and stuff are right behind me. You could see right there. But it's nothing really impressive, so. And I have 2,044 unread emails. Perfect thing to read through later. I need to hire someone to do that stuff. Cam, if someone is working on iPhones, then I will. It's not going to be me. I'll hire someone to work on iPhones, but it's not me. So you know what, we don't need these. Is there a note? Nope. Let's turn it on. There's no SSD in it, so you should see a flashing question mark. Cam, do you want to go through emails? You would be good for that. I will message you. Vladimir, not exactly. I mean, I don't, sometimes people will call just to talk to me, and I don't really like that too much, but yeah, flashing question mark. This will go for stress testing. Most likely it's going to be just fine, because that's, common. I'm happy that they didn't refill the GPU. And yeah, this one's done. This top case is filthy, so I'll make a note I need to clean that. This one looks fun. By fun, I mean terrible. Okay. Rescue my tech. What I would do is buy a 820-3330 and then trim the little nubs off the LVDS connector so it will it'll fit, and give them an upgraded 2012 board. And I don't like what this liquid looks like, so I will get gloves. I've been being more cautious with that. Better to have gloves than not to have gloves. The glove just broke. That's okay though. Okay, T5 should be this same one. I agree, Rob. I don't like where I live either. Maybe next year I will be gone from California. I don't want to leave. This store is just nice, though. You know. Who knows? Maybe you never know. A lot can happen in a year. I'd probably end up in trouble if I move there. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I'm just done with living here. Here's the thing in California, what I can't come to realize: if someone is nice to you, chances are they're not from here, and that's probably the biggest thing. Well, one of the biggest things that I just hate about living here is just people are just so rude. You know, it's normal for them to just be completely rude. You know, if what I've found out is if someone is treating you nice and not rude and like a jerk, then they're 9 times out of 10 they're not from California or not local. I don't know who would in the entitled mentality. Yeah, that's part of it, but most people are just so stuck up. I mean, in this particular area, I would say, they're just stuck up. They're rude. They're inconsiderate. They don't care. But yeah, soon. Maybe I will leave California. Who knows? Maybe the biomed equipment repair will pick up, and where's my keyboard? And I won't have to worry about living in California, and I could go far away. Okay, here's our board. Let's go over this board. What the heck is this icon? Apple software update? Get out of here. Alright, here's our board. Here's our CPU. Here's our CPU MOSFETs. Nothing there. J9500 looks okay. A little bit by the 3v42 circuit. JTAG is corroded. That thing is corroded. That's for CPU something or other. That FET is corroded. That cap is corroded. That's our SMC reset chip. That is corroded. LVDS area looks okay. That little thing looks corroded. Could touch that up. We'll have that burned severely right there, actually. Look at this. I don't know what this is for, but this doesn't look too important. Honestly, I'm not sure what this is for, but it's not too critical. But that didn't, it just rusted, so yeah. That guy will go. To run a wire, a couple wires here. Go on the other side. Have corroded resistors. We could probably touch those up. Needs to be cleaned. ISL looks okay. 5-volt regulator looks okay. U7400 looks okay. Clock circuit looks okay. SPI circuit looks okay. U1950 looks okay. A little bit of junk right here. Nothing too terrible. This is mainly just dust. So a good ultrasonic will do this good. Backlight driver looks okay, just dirty. SMC area looks okay. Okay, let's start. Let's plug this in and let's see what it's getting, what it's not getting. So let's plug it in. Obviously we know our fan is probably not going to spin. So here is our charger, our DC in board. Here's our charger. Plug it in. No doubt, no fan spin. Let's start measuring stuff. So, first thing, actually, what? What? Okay, it spun and then stopped. Oh, it's a 3437. I can't believe this darn fan spins. Can you believe that? Or is it just quarter fan spinning? People here are nicer, but not really playing with a full deck. Yeah, I get that. See, California, it's the opposite. They're out of their mind and they're just rude. You know, they're insane either way. But I don't know. What would you rather have? An insane person that's rude or an insane person that's nice? You know. Yeah, like locally, I mean. Tim, I messaged on Discord. Okay, I check. I check. Caroline is here. Do I trust Q7080? We'll replace it. I'd rather be safe than sorry than have some stupid MOSFET cause this thing not to work down the line. That was probably fine. What? Oh, you're talking to Cam, not me. I was trying to read him, thinking like, what? I don't fix Samsungs. I think I'm gonna take my JTAGs and heat them up, smash them with a hammer, and sell them flat JTAGs. That's an idea. Yes, if you're in the UK and you have an iPhone, please send it to Cam. He's very good. My wick, where's my wick? I'm glad I changed that. There was some oxidation on that pad. And I can't trust that if that's the case. Yeah, like this. Look at this. This one's pretty bad too. Not too terrible. Not ideal either. There's people staring at me in my window. It's always strange. Let's grab donor board. Put chairs out there, at least they can watch in comfort. No. Nope. There's no staring here. I'm not going to allow people to stare at me outside. Here's the thing, the chairs would end up gone. This is California. Yeah, you're not going to get chairs back. If you put chairs out there, then they're going to go away very shortly because, yeah. Let's grab our new MOSFET. Cam is right. I'd much rather be in quiet than have people watching me. I don't really like people that much, let alone staring at me. It's just weird. Here's the thing, when a customer is watching and then you screw up a little something like I do on stream all the time, the customer will flip out. Yeah, I've had that happen. So yeah, no. I feel hungry. The Vetus tweezers are, I love them. They're absolutely awesome. Actually, I was wondering where they were, and they're right here. Yeah, these are excellent. I really like these. Thank you for the recommendation. Alright, that cap just wasn't meant to be. Anthony is here. Sonia's here. Tim, that stuff had a capacitor inside. I know, I saw it. That was like foam from a DC-in board, so yeah, I don't care. I'm hungry too, Rob, but unfortunately I can't really leave. I have no time to get anything to eat right now. No. Alright, I need to whip away some of this. Tim, do you get a lot of Android devices brought to you? No, I don't accept Android devices. I don't do anything other than MacBook repair. I used to work on PC laptops too for board repair, but it's too much of a headache. I'm just not doing those anymore. I hate doing them, I hate working on them, and yeah, the customers are often terrible. They complain, and yeah, no more. Gave it a try. No more. I learned my lesson. You could tell people that it's going to take a while. There's no schematics for it. It's going to be a while to fix. I can't specify a turnaround time because they're not straightforward issues. And then one day after it's received, can I have an update on this, please? Yeah, the update is still not fixed. So yeah, those are they're just awful. No more. I just don't understand it when I tell people that if there isn't an update yet, unfortunately it's not done. You know? It's like right now we're just so busy that, yeah, everyone's asking for updates because it's insane here. Trust me, I'm not sitting on stuff. It's just it's incredibly busy here. To all the customers that are appreciative of that are understanding, they're great. "41 people watching. I think the notifications work today. It's a very rare occurrence." "30 minutes, huh? Oh, never mind, I see." The end user customers are generally very appreciative. It's mainly the stores that have issues with the complaining and the whining about stuff. See, the end users, they're just appreciative to have an alternative to Apple fixing their stuff. They're told that, there is hope that their data's back. When stores can be bad news sometimes. It's like when like yesterday there was two customers that came in that they were so nice, and that is such a change from what I'm used to. I'm not used to people being nice when they walk in. I didn't know it had a battery. Yeah, people will say stupid stuff like that all the time. I would laugh. I mean, I would sincerely laugh. Iron just fell. Oh well. I need to get a little solder on my tip, but I don't want to lose that cap. Just need a little bit. There we go. That's plenty. Just to tack it down. Okay, Rob, I'll see you later. Oh shoot, wait. No, that's right. Looks good there. Give this area some heat and flux because there was corrosion here. This little thing for CPU. This thing can cause no posting, so we're going to get rid of this. But it's also too close to the CPU, so I don't want to use my big nozzle, so I'm going to switch over to my little bent nozzle or my little 4mm. Wait, 4mm? Which one do I have? There's one that I like a lot. It's a 5mm, and I actually found it yesterday. I didn't know where it was. It's right here, so I'll use the 5mm. Alright, Vladimir, I will see you later. Okay, and this isn't that, these CPUs aren't that critical to get hot. I mean, you risk a chance of damaging them, but they're I have no idea what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, that's right. So the CPUs on these, they have heat sinks, so you're not really going to get them hot enough to do any serious damage to them. If you leave the heat, I know I've heard of one more on Please Bro that heated the CPU on one of these MacBook Airs at 450 degrees for 5 minutes because his battery wasn't charging or something stupid like that. And yeah, the thing didn't die. It still worked, but I told him it's gonna die because you know you reflow the darn CPU like a moron. Whatever. I don't want that much solder on the center pad, but it's gonna be unavoidable. Come on. I suck today. What did Anel say? Of course, I did it again. Oh well, that should shoot out. Yeah, that'll shoot out. Take a little bit off. How to put out a fire after upgrading to Windows 10? No. No worries. Spent too long on this one chip already. There. Alright, rescue my tech. I will see you later. Are you kidding me? It blew away. I can't believe it. It blew away. What's your maximum time spent on a board before no fix? It depends. A lot of times if you put it aside and come back to it, you'll actually end up fixing it. What happens if you can't fix a MacBook? You send to Lewis? No, it goes back. I don't outsource anything. Sending other people's stuff you can't fix is like, it's very disrespectful. Some end of the pile nonsense. And that's what happens here when someone sends a board that they've attempted to fix. I was trying to make a joke, huh? I'm sorry I missed it. I'm probably not in a joking mood today, but that's okay. $70 degrees is not hot. I mean, it's about 95 degrees Fahrenheit here today, so that MOSFET is probably just fine. That FET is rarely gonna fail from corrosion. Give it a good little reflow. Destroy that corrosion under it. Should be fine. This area doesn't look too good. Flux. Let's say that's something to do with Bluetooth or something, I don't know. In 248, that means I have to get going in less than 10 minutes to pack stuff. None of these probe points are that destroyed, they just need a little bit of flux and solder, I think. That chip doesn't look too bad, so I don't think that needs to be changed. It's the only thing I could do with that. So I used to change everything that's corroded, but it's not really necessary. Like that is going to be fine. As long as the pins aren't destroyed on it, a little reflow on those is fine. As long as it's not something too critical. Give this fed a better reflow too, because the little nozzle didn't cut it. Taking care not to melt that battery connector. That's good to go. Now this side was what? I forget. What was corroded on this side? This area's junk. This area I believe is semi-important for something. So let's see. 40 degrees C, yeah, that's about what it is here this week, so that's no fun. Alright, so that's destroyed, so I have to see where those vias go for this. Actually, those go nowhere. Yeah, so these vias, they don't really go anywhere. They're just not connected to anything. So this is most likely a no stuff, unused circuit. Looks good there. Yeah, let's now let's test this, see if I made it worse. And then this will go in the ultrasonic and go back after it's tested. Is there a fan? Plug it in. Spin. It's going to do the spin stops thing, but yeah, this is fixed. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.